That's Stormy Monday, the T-Bone Walker Blues classic. Most famously done, I think, by the Allman Brothers with B.B. King, and lots of other famous people have done that song. And it's just a really cool twist on the blues. It doesn't follow your typical 1-4-5 pattern. It does uses a lot of jazzy type chords and substitutions, which really makes it an interesting chord progression. So we're going to break it down here. Normally, a blues pattern is going to play the 1 chord for 4 bars, and then it goes to the 4 chord for 2 bars, and then back to the 1 chord for 2 bars, and then it does kind of a 4-bar turnaround where it goes to the 5, to the 4, to the 1, and then back up to the 5 again, and then it repeats that pattern. Now, what this song does, it's in G, so the 1 chord is a G. They use a G7. The 4 chord's a C. It's a C9. That makes it sound a little jazzier. Same with the D. We use a D9 in that. That makes it jazzier. And they also do some chromatic stuff. They throw in an augmented chord and some minor sevenths, stuff that you don't usually see in a blues progression. So what they do is a really common substitution when you're looking at jazz blues. Instead of doing 4 bars of the G, they do G and C and then 2 more of G, and that kind of breaks up that pattern. So I play the G7 like this, and then the C9, then it goes back to the G, and then it goes up a half step to the G sharp. So that's the first 4 bars right there. And that's a really cool change to go up to that G sharp. That really adds some tension to it, which then releases when you go back to the G7. It's a really cool effect. Then they go to the 4 chord, which is the C9. Right? But it does this jazzy little slide out. Okay, so that's the D to the E. Then when it goes back to the G, it starts doing this climb, which I've never seen in any other blues song. This is really cool. It does the G7 to an A minor 7, B minor 7, B flat minor 7, and back to A minor 7. And then it doesn't just go to the D9, it does a D sharp 9, which you could do here, and then the D9. I was using a voicing up here, but it doesn't matter. It's the same notes, whatever fingering you like. And then it does finally the little turnaround with the G, C, and you gotta staccato that G, and then you do the little chromatic run to the augmented chord. So that chromatic run is the B flat, B, C, D flat, and then the augmented is this. Okay, so it's an F sharp here, 4th fret on the D string, and then 3rd fret here, the B flat, and then 3rd fret here, the D. So that's a D augmented. And that's the whole pattern. that. Thanks. Have fun.